Well, I had promised to go back and give you the names of all the movies that we did the music for a couple of weeks ago. I've been kind of remiss with the stuff that's been going on. It's not like we haven't had time, but we just never got around to it. So the very first movie was The Big Chill, and that was Kevin Kline, Glenn Close, Tom Berenger, Meg Tilly. Great movie about a bunch of old college friends getting back together after the suicide of one of their classmates. And it's a great movie and great cast, by the way, too. Jeff Goldblum was in it. The second movie was the music was The Natural with Glenn Close and Robert Redford, Winfred Brimley, and Farnsworth was his assistant coach there. And that was a great movie. And the interesting thing about that was there was a contract dispute with the production company, and Gavin, what's Gavin's name? Anyhow, he played the bookie, and it really wasn't his fault. It was just his manager and the people couldn't get together, and he finally just told him to heck with it. He didn't care if he got any credit, and he was not credited with his role in the movie, but he played a great part, and that's a real good baseball movie as well. The third one was one of Diane's favorites, On Golden Pond. It's about Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda in the November of their lives, and they're going back to the lake one last time on Golden Pond. And his daughter Jane Fonda was in it. And it's just a really, really touching and a great story, and how when people in their old age, like Henry Fonda, gets to be a little bit bitter about the end of his life. Dabney Coleman was in it as well. The fourth one was a real tough one. Great music by John Barry, but it was Somewhere in Time, and that's with Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour. Not a lot of dialogue in that movie. The scenery is very, very nice, but that would be a pretty tough one for most of you. Some of you had never watched it. I think that was from '78. Number 5 was really hard. That was Mel Gibson's movie The Passion. Not a whole lot of dialogue in that. Very touching movie. But that was more adjective and adverb music for that one. Number 6 was one of my favorite movies, The King's Speech, with Colin Firth, Geoffrey Rush, who played his speech therapist, and Helen Bonham Carter. And that's a great story about King George V, and how he had a very bad stutter that he had developed in childhood, and was doing his best as his dying father knew that he was going to have to start taking over the radio broadcasts. Number 7, Out of Africa with Redford and Streep. A lot of great music in that. Very long movie. Because Diane's favorite line is, I had a farm in Africa. And then the last one, number 8, was Neil Diamond's The Jazz Singer, where he plays a cantor, but he really wants to have a music career. And Laurence Olivier and Lucy Arnaz plays a great part as his girlfriend in that. So hope you enjoyed listening to that. You can go back and listen to the music, and you probably can go onto Tidal and find all the soundtracks to all of that music. And at least I hope you had some fun doing it.